Well, I've only had this thing about, I'd say, it's 3 months. I'll have to check back when I actually did the first carve. And I have that in the video, so I can probably go back and look. But it's March 15th today. And I did do a carve of, oh, it's not there. It's outside drying with paint. But I did a full ruler carve this morning, a couple hours. And then I went to carve out some Punisher skulls. And I'm so used to just hitting all the buttons, but I started doing this, so luckily I didn't just walk off when I started. I saw that, and I shut it down quickly, and the spindle wasn't turning. So I naturally thought of the brushes, and luckily I bought a 4-pack of brushes on Amazon that came in just a few days ago. So luckily I had those. And I already pulled this brush out. It's really easy if you haven't done it already. Here's the cap to it. It's got 4 T20 screws there. I just use my power driver there, impact driver, loosen those up, pop it off, and then this is the clip right here where the wire attaches to. And there's a spring right here. And all I did is use one of my vinyl picks, 90 degree, there he is, vinyl picks, just go in there, and I pulled the spring up and pushed it over to the side here, and then just grab the wire and pull the brush out, and I'll show it to you here. I mean, I don't know if I'm your average user or above average. I do carve almost every day. I think since I got it, there may be a handful of days I did not carve. And oftentimes it's multiple carves a day. So you can see the groove there, and this is what a new one looks like. So that's quite a bit of wear there, and I guess that's enough wear that it just stopped spinning. So I'm gonna put the new one in, and I hope I get this right. Doesn't go that way. Goes that way. So I'm going to turn it to the wire to the side. There's a slot. Can you see it? There's a slot right here. I should probably put my camera on the stand. But I think since there's a groove right there, that's where the groove goes in first. I'm pretty sure that's it. And I don't have my needle nose, but I should be able to just, whoops, grab this and push it onto the blade. Oops, I bent that a little bit, but there, that's on. And now I gotta get that spring to the other side of this. And I don't know where my tripod is, so I'm gonna try to do it one-handed here. I'm gonna hold, oops, my pinky to hold the brush in. I'm going to get this 90 hook there and try to get it on the other side. Maybe that, I'm probably going to go check a video. Maybe that spring goes in the groove. You know what? I think that's it. I think a spring goes in that groove. I'm going to go double check. I'll be right back. So I'm going to go watch somebody else's YouTube video and double check, or just maybe find the instructions for these brushes and just be sure, because you saw that. Let me go ahead and show you on these. On another one, there's a little groove right there, and maybe, whoops, in the camera, there we go. See the little groove there? I think maybe that spring sits in that groove, and I think this goes that way. Let's look in the back. See in the back one, I probably need a flashlight to get back there. I'm trying not to remove my router, but I might have to get back to that wire. I just want to see if the wire attaches to the back or attaches to the front. We shall see. I'm going to go do a little digging, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got my tripod, so I'm going to try to get this zoomed in as close as I can. I'm going to move my laptop out of the way. And I was correct that that little groove is where the spring sets in and pushes your brush in. So I'm going to reverse the brush on this side, and then you're going to see me fumble around trying to get the brush out of the other side. I hope I don't have to take this out. I might, I don't know. So we're going to take the spring. This is what you do if you wanted to remove it too. A lot of people kind of hook the spring up over this little brass piece right here. And now I want to take off the wire, make it easier to pull out. And I'm just using these little wire cutters because I can't find my needle nose. So I'll slide that brush out, turn it around, and push it back in with the groove out. And then I'm gonna attach this little blade back to the blade again. So the wire's attached. And now I'm gonna hook the spring and place that on the back of the brush. Easy peasy. The front one. I'm gonna take this cover off. That might make it a little bit easier to get to this back. And I'm gonna pause one more time because I'm gonna get a flashlight. It's a little bit dark back there, but I still want to try to get this done without removing the router. All right, we're back with a flashlight shining on the work here. Got my long needle nose pliers. Makes it easier for grabbing here in the back to grab the wire. Oh, there we go, and just pull it off. Now I have to get to the spring. I'm going to try with a needle nose again, but it might not work. Might be better to grab that my pick again. I'm trying to look at the spring up front so I can compare it. Get it in there like that, and I'm kind of pushing it this time. It's a little bit harder to get out. I'm not getting a good grip on the bottom of it. So it's way in there. Now as your brush disintegrates, that spring pushes it in, and getting to it a little more of a challenge without removing the router here. I'm gonna have to remove the router, it seems, because I'm not getting a good hook on that spring. Let me try from the other side. So I was just trying to get it around there, but it's really deep in there. There we go. Come on, baby. Both hands. Come on. Coming out the papa. There we go. And I'm just going to leave my little pick tool hooked into it to kind of hold it back there. And then I should be able to grab my needle nose, grab the wire, and just slide what remains of the brush out. Oops. The spring's still sitting aside, so there's what's left of the brush compared to a new one. So we're going to slide this new one in. slide in there. It's not sliding in. Is it because of the spring? Let me blow some air out of there. Make sure it's good. Now let's see if we can get this in there now. What's holding it? There we go. It was just kind of cockeyed to the edge of the lip here. So now I gotta try to get the spring back on. I'm gonna drop my little pick tool. Where did it go? There we go. So now I gotta hook it this way. It probably would have been easier and faster if I took the router off, huh? Almost there. Get this in there, turn it 90 degrees. There, and now it's sitting on the brush. So now we just need to, there's the needle nose, get the wire back onto its blade here. Go like this. Give it a twist. And there we go. Push it down. You can do it. Almost. There we go. Blades replaced, so now all we gotta do is put the cover back on. Got still zeroed in there. Put the cover back on. I want to blow out the covers too. I didn't do that yet. I should take the time to kind of clean off the bottom here, all the brush dust. There we go. Reverse the torque, or reverse the direction. Make sure it goes slow. I'm on speed 1 so I don't torque it down. It's got a slot there, so you could use a regular screwdriver if you wanted to. There we go. There we go. Set it on 1. And I'm gonna plug it in and test it. Plug in is always on. And we're back in business. So now I'm going to plug it back into its regular, normally off outlet on my ITC relay. So I'm going to zoom back out a little bit here, adjust the camera. Whoops. Adjust the camera up a little bit. Come on back so you can see me as we close out this video. Where's the, oh, doohickey. There we go. So I'm going to come in and see if you guys can see me. My head should be right about here. So, pretty easy. Good thing I had the brushes. I'll have a link down to the Amazon listing where I got these brushes. It was like 20 something for 4 brushes. So I'll store those brushes away. And what I'll do is as soon as I get in, the next time I replace them, I'll order another set. So I always will have a set here ready to go. And I'm going to do that with other parts like belts and whatever. Any part that I deem that might break, I'm going to go ahead and order some so I have it on hand. Because doing this as a business, being down for a couple days while I wait for a part it's killer for your business. It's not good. So all you needed were, of course, the brushes, a T20 bit to release the screws, or you could do a slot screwdriver. What else we use? A needle nose pliers, a long needle nose thin pliers is best to get in there, especially if you're going to try to do it without taking the router off, to pull off the wire off the blade. And then I do a graphic vinyl decal, so I look like I had this little 90-degree pick, but you can make something out of a paper clip, or you can even try the needle nose. But to get the hook the spring and pull it out, this made it really easy. So that's all you need to do. And so that's it for this video. If you liked it, please like the button. Press the like button below. Thumbs up. Any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll answer anything I can. And yeah, I hope you subscribe to see more videos down the road. And that's about it for this. Quick and dirty. And I'm glad it was just the brushes. I do have another 611 router that I use as my trimmer router. And they're also easy to get at Home Depot. Lowe's has them, and Rockler sells them. So if you really did need to change the spindle out, it's an easy spindle to get. But brushes, go ahead, and like I said, if you go back in my videos, you see my very first carve, excuse me, was sometime in January. So it's roughly 3 months. And like I said, I carve every day. So roughly 3 months out of that, those brushes. So figure on 4 set of brushes a year at least, maybe 5. So I gotta get back to work, guys. So I'm gonna close this video up. Hope you guys have a great week and are creating a lot of cool projects. And I'll talk to you later.